Is this a scary game? Because I don't want to play a scary game. Jesus. Walking, looking around. I'm texting somebody. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's go. What's the matter? Yeah, I love you too. I wish this was bigger so you could sit in my lap. The Fulbright Company presents.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
June 7th, 1995. What's in here? You bought this thing for $6, huh? Oh, fuck it. Now I have the house key. Yeah, hey. Check condents. Oh. I got my passport, my boarding. Transfer. Alright, Caitlin. Sometimes there's not a spoon. How do you put it back? Sorry. Got my bags. I got loud footsteps. There's a note. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone to know we'll see each other. Fuck, man. Hello? Wait. Nothing in here. Read note. What's this note? Left on Garb Tree, right on Bullhorn. Turn off the exit, right entrance. Travel time, 1 hour. What's in here? Nothing? Why would they make me open it up more? Read invoice. Boxes, kitchen, boxes, television. Okay, cool.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. we moved into this house. I'm in a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal. Just like I was talking to you.
Nice family. Read note. Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever having him out in the first place is that he had a Nintendo when we were little.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you.
I don't want to play this game.
I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Someone cut all the phone lines? Psycho House? Keep pressing B to put stuff back. Where in the house is technically up to safety. However, multiple layers of wiring have been. Sure, over the last 100 years, system is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink out for no clear reason. Pressure on the floorboards, the door goes up. What is this book? Oh, Jesus. JFK. The killing of JFK. Oh shit. Dad's a freak. Yeah, Moscow by night. Get it, Dad. What was that? Dear Terrence, I write on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. News reaches me that you now are newly married to the wonderful young woman I have had more than a little time to consider my past.
Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
Someone made a fort. Hauntings and poltergeists. I really don't want to play this game.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties: Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County, Takelma County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
Oh, the pizza's gone. This is a huge house. What fucking room is this? Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Dan over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked him, Danny, if he could give us a Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with these games anyway. No hurry, return it, Samantha. No. That is one, 2, the house.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Hi, Lori. If you wanted to come over to my house, still.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
What? Personal calendar? Cooking class, cooking class, cooking class. Ghost. Yeah, where is this missing stuff? Journey of Crystal. Spitfire. Chapter. The King's Labyrinth. Stop. What's this little book? It's the Holy Bible. Sorry. I'm gonna throw you down like that, Bible. Grab collar. 1880. 1880. Was that not the 1888? Tard. Uh, 11th grade Fletcher 5. Weather of 150. Good. I don't know what your thing would be, though. The Misfits. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you.
So cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool, cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck. I don't wanna sit around and talk about the
I keep doing that, like... Yeah, that's not good. What the fuck is that?
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy, or good, or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compared with Katie, who is also 3 years older than me. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, man. Ugh. Well, women. Mm-mm. Thanks, Oreo side. Oreo side. Thanks for following, buddy. Be meeting in Sam. Now I'm pretty sure that fucking wasn't there when I walked in. What is this? Oh, you're doing really good. Yep, fuck that. Oh, there was a cassette player right there. Son of a bitch. I walked all the way back. Halloween shoe, misfits. Don't forget the costume. Q.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Fuck, is that how those things work? Library upstairs. Supernatural discoveries? Wait a minute, what was the my room one? So there's one in the foyer. Library and one across from her room. Wow, what the fuck? Yeah, that's not spooky as shit. Thought it'd be right there. No. Okay. Okay. One across from her hall. Their map. How do you go downstairs? Wait, what? Wait. Spooky! Private, do not read. 51. Zero 51. Ugh, stand up.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you."
Oh.
I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode. Lonnie came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Good. Good for you. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. Do not be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, best friend, Lonnie. Dear Mrs. DeSoto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in the kind of being generous host for such videos and I'd say some, oh man, one of my old sex ed. Good to know. Why'd I turn that off? First place. That's weird. There's a note on it. Wonder Outlaws. What is the incident?
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Turn on. It's one of my postcards. like a whole gardening room out there. Congratulations. Don't give up on this, honey. Samantha and Dollar were in the woods one day. It was sunny and they were, I don't know what that word is, venture. They went to the bad part of the woods and it got dark. I said, "Are you scared?" I said, "No."
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie, and then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. And for some reason, I almost believed him.
We'll be camping in the gorge and sorry, the kitchen. It's still $40 on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good, Dad. There's a lot of shit around here. Another magazine. Secret door upstairs. Midnight fun.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up. And I was finally alone. The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait. Oh my God. Katie, I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the Army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
Good for you.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again someday. Love, Sam.
God damn you. I sat here freaking out the entire time like there was going to be a jump scare. It was spooky. It was fucking spooky. And I don't like horror games. I had a weird feeling that it was going to end like that. Something like... Like they built it up like there was somebody in the house. Or Daryl or whatever his name was like gonna be a freak. And he was gonna, like I expect to see dead bodies. I don't know what the cats are about. I didn't see a single cat. Thank you. It was a nice little story. I liked it. Fuck you for trying to scare me.